Welcome back, everybody. It is your boy Tex, and today we're going to be discussing who you guys should be using your tier 4, which is the 89 to 90 overall power up pass on. I missed out on doing one of these videos back in September when Series 2 first dropped. At that time, there were really only 2 players that were worthy of using a power up pass on. Now, we have a bunch of cards in the game that are worth power up passing. It is my job today to go ahead and break down which cards are worth power up passing. Like I always say in these videos, you guys can choose whoever the hell you want to power up pass. If you want to power up Blake Martinez, go ahead. It's probably a dumb idea, but I'm not going to stop you from making a decision of your own. What I'm trying to do here is help you guys pick the best possible player and look at all these other options that are available at different overalls that are maybe going for much less, or cards at higher overall that you can get for solo grinding or stuff like that. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this tier 4 power up pass and which players I believe to be the best ones to power up. A new series brings cheaper prices at the MUT reserve. So if you guys are looking to get yourself some coins, some training, some players, or even have your account leveled up from 1 to 70, check out the MUT reserve and use code TEXAS at checkout for 15% off. I always gotta go over the rules before we go to get into these videos. So rule number 1, no linemen, because we know that you don't need to get out here and get the best lineman to win. Obviously it's nice, but I mean, I had 93 overall Jack Hanna out here with my 92 power pass, and he was still getting shedded by non-active guys because it's Madden. So no linemen, no defensive linemen, because really edge threat's really good, though nothing's really good, but other guys can get it as well, so it's not necessarily needed. And then at linebacker, since these guys don't animate, outside of using for theme teams, linebackers are pretty much useless. So no linebackers, no defensive linemen, and no offensive linemen. So on defense, that just leaves the cornerback, the free safety, and the strong safety. So a lot of us have our power pass on Jamal Adams right now. That's who I have my power pass on. But because we're actually getting some players in this game that kind of make Jamal Adams irrelevant, plus with EA's continually buff of the run game, essentially, and non-buff of the run defense, it's allowing people like Jamal Adams to kind of go extinct. He's great, right? He has the great speed. Like, we go show you guys his ratings real quick for those that may not have seen him. Yeah, like I said, Jamal Adams is great, man. 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 96 zone with 93 man coverage, and 93 hit power at 6'1". This card looks good on paper. This card would be really good in Madden 19, Madden 20 with the Enforcer ability, but this year, with the nerf of Enforcer and with everything being tilted towards the offense, you're not really getting what you're paying for out of this card. Like, he can cover, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to stopping the run, or when it comes to stopping receivers after the catch, that hit power just does not do much. So tight ends that catch balls are really hard to hit sticks, so they usually bounce off and usually guard tight ends anyway, especially if a guy throws a corner out. Deep blue safety back there in Jamal Adams, he'll come down like the hit stick, usually always gets broken. Running backs hit stick always gets broken. This guy I've had on my team since, when did I buy his power? Let me see. Can I see when I bought this dude's power? If I go down to home, right? Yeah, there we go. We got it on 10/01/2020. So about a month and 10 days ago, and I want to say I forced 1 fumble with him, and I played a lot of games. I forced only 1 fumble with him. And so it's one of those things where he was the best at the time, but because there are more important positions on defense that are worth power up passing, you can just put anybody back here. As long as they have a decent tackle rating, they'll be able to do what he does without costing you a power up pass. So he is a guy that I would definitely downgrade if you guys have him and put the pass on someone else. Until they buff the run D, bro, there's no point to be out here using guys with high hit power, it feels like. And if you're worried about downgrading your Jamal Adams, don't be, because you can get Derwin James, who's also a pretty solid choice at the free safety spot I have on my team right now. He's not going for that much, and obviously in February when he gets that Derwin versus the World card to be one of the best safeties in the game. Also at strong safety, you got this Adrian Amos that can replace that Jamal Adams and give you what he can, but for much less, obviously. Guy will be out here if you power him up with 92 speed, so 94 on your team. You got Sprinter with 95 zone, which is fantastic, and hit power, like I said, 93 has not yielded but 1 fumble in a month and 10 days. It's not worth it. And the good thing about it is, if you guys are not trying to power up past Amos, which I wouldn't blame you, knock out the house rules that are out in the game today, because you can go ahead and get this card for free, Nat. So there's not really many good choices out of that Nat fantasy pack, but this one so happens to be one. So if you guys are looking for a new strong safety to replace your power up pass on Jamal Adams, this is who I would definitely pick up and use that pass on this next player I'm going to show you guys right now. The more and more I play this game, the more and more I notice that cornerbacks are the most important position on defense. Pass rushers are second, I guess. Yeah, it goes cornerbacks, pass rushers, then defensive linemen or defensive tackles that really aren't pass rushers. Then linebackers are dead last, right? So you want to have defensive backs out here in the field just because they are what allow you to be able to do other stuff on the front end when it comes to getting pressure and all of that. So right now, I'll use this power pass on the cornerback, and there's still nobody in this game at cornerback besides L'Jarius Sneed that can compete with Denzel Ward. The difference is L'Jarius Sneed's power up is going for a lot still, whereas Denzel Ward's power up is not going for as much. Sneed's power up right now is 120,000 coins, and last I checked, Denzel Ward's power up was going for about half that. And so Denzel Ward is a top tier cornerback in this game. So because he gets that 95 speed and can get up to 90 man coverage. And so yeah, right now Ward's power up is at 37K. So Jesus, damn near a fourth or a third to be more accurate. Cheaper than L'Jarius Sneed. But that is what you guys should be using on defense, your power pass. He's the best player at that position, and he's going to be on your team for a while, obviously, because of that 95 speed is crazy. But if you can find some way to get Sneed's power up, I'd much rather have Sneed because he gets both the men zone that you want at 90, gets 95 speed, and he's 2 inches taller. And this dude has been nothing but a boss for me. But just based off price, Denzel Ward is still on my list, and he's probably not going to go anywhere anytime soon, at least until this Sneed's price comes down to something more affordable than 120,000 coins. It's Denzel Ward, then Sneed. I know a lot of you guys be saying, what about Lawrence Taylor, bro? I have Lawrence Taylor, and I've seen Lawrence Taylor not do anything for me unless he has an ability on him. And I figure if you're getting a guy that has those types of ratings, he should not have to have an ability on him to be good. Lawrence Taylor in this game is basically best utilized as a spy. Rushing a passer without an ability, you might as well just be putting a bronze card out there because he's been terrible for me. The other players on here just don't stack up, obviously, plus their power ups might be going for a little bit too much. So yeah, it's just one guy on defense and the other two happen to be on offense. So let's go to get into those cards right now. Now, I forgot to mention this, but you do get 3 of these power up passes. You get 1 for leveling up to 60. You also get 1 for getting to 65, as well as probably 63, somewhere in that ballpark. You also get 1 for daily objectives, daily milestone log, if you're doing your 2 solos or 2 games plus pulling a pack. So you get 3 of these. So when it comes to this power pass being utilized on offense, there are a ton of players you can choose for your team to improve it. So we can start at quarterbacks right now. So 89 overall quarterbacks that you can use this pass on. We got Derek Carr, who's been, I like his car. I like his ratings. I like what he brings to the table. But unfortunately, his set feet lead does not work, and his power up is kind of expensive right now. We got Dak Prescott. We got Lamar Jackson. Kyler Murray is solid. And at 90 overall, we got what? Tom Brady, Dan Marino, and the Aaron Rodgers. So out of the quarterbacks I mentioned, I would probably go with the Josh Allen being the best. And he would improve your team. I've been using Josh Allen since he came out, and I have not changed quarterback since because he's been fantastic. The only issue is his power up is going for a lot. On top of that, he had a crazy game against the Seattle Seahawks, which made his power up rise even more. So he's like 137 right now. And while I do think spending most of your coins on a quarterback is best in the long run, I just don't know if you guys want to be spending 137,000 coins on a power up just so you can use a pass on it, when the whole idea of this pass is to save you coins. You will get a top tier quarterback in the game for this price, and he is on my short list right now. You can still get by using set feet lead and hot route master on the quarterback as opposed to spending this much coins just to get gunslinger. I like gunslinger a lot, but set feet lead is gunslinger just only if you pass the lead in the pocket. So it's a little bit more restrictive, but it still gets the job done. So Josh Allen, while I think to be the best quarterback out of the batch, will improve a lot of y'all's offense. The power was going for just way too much coins right now. So that is a pass. So next up, we got running backs, and really there's only one choice, right? There's only one choice that makes sense for any team because you get a guy that's going to be out here that can get to 95 speed if you guys got sprint. If you don't, 93 speed is still pretty top tier. And he can get backfield master at 91 overall, which means, for those that don't know, you're able to beat man coverage much easier to running back out of the backfield. I have him on McCaffrey, and he has been saving me against this crazy man coverage spam we're seeing online right now. It doesn't matter who's guarding him, he always gets open. Unless it's an acrobat guy, then the pass gets picked off because of they dive for interceptions that are 9 yards away from him. It's kind of crazy, but Backfield Master right now is kind of a must-have ability on offense, and this guy can get the speed plus have that ability, which basically gives him improved catching out of the backfield and also better route running despite having bad route. It's a glitch. It's a really good card. So running back wise, the only guy that makes sense is going to be 90 overall Mostert, because out of the other running backs here at this overall, he's the only guy that has the speed that these other guys don't. And with you guys playing this game, you do know that like it doesn't seem to matter what your ratings are when it comes to break tackle, when it comes to trucking, when it just comes to just falling forward. This is why I got tired of LT, bro. He got trucked. I may put a clip in here. He got trucked by LT, right? Lawrence Taylor got trucked by LaDainian Tomlinson. And while I get that, like, running backs on any given day can, like, you know, do crazy things they normally don't do, we're talking about arguably the greatest defensive player in the history of the NFL. And in Madden Ultimate Team, he's getting trucked by a guy that doesn't have the ratings to be able to truck him. So running backs just all seem to be great. And so why go with guys like Bo Jackson? Why go with guys like Derrick Henry, who are slower, that have high break tackle, when you can go to a guy like this Mostert out here who's going to be saving you 200,000 coins for those that may not have got him from house rules or from solo challenges. You get a guy that's going to be out here with the 95 speed and is going to be able to get that crazy ability at the tier 3 slot to be able to beat man coverage. Like, this is a no-brainer right here. This Mostert is an absolute cop. And so let's go see what his power up's talking about right now, because last that I checked, it was much cheaper than it used to be. This thing was 5,000 coins, and it sprung up when Scary Fast came out to right around 100K. It was expensive, but I got mine recently for 50,000 coins, which is, I still think, a pretty good price for a top 5 running back in the game. Maybe top 3, but definitely top 5. So right now, yeah, Mostert is 54,000 coins. So, yeah, you got to scoop this guy up, obviously. Some of you guys may have him in your bind, don't even know about this dude right now because he's a silver card. But yeah, Mostert is one of the best choices on offense with his power pass. And let's go ahead and get into the next one. Wide receivers up next, man. And there are a ton of choices here, but there's really only one that stands above the rest. And that is going to be Brandon Cooks, man. This dude is a beast. Like, he's one of those cards that does not need any ability to get open against man coverage, because if you get play fake maxed out, obviously you'll have 90 deep route running, you'll have 90 short route running, and 90 medium route running with 92 speed. Plus, if you got sprinter, that's 94 speed. He's fantastic. I love this dude's card. The only thing that sucks, obviously, he's only 5'10". So there are plenty of other receivers in this game that have the height and speed on him. Like, look at DK Metcalf, right? DK Metcalf is a physical receiver, and he gets route tech, so you don't got to worry about his medium, short, and deep route running. And he gets 96 speed. The issue is his power is going for a lot, so even though I think DK is a better choice than this Brandon Cooks as far as a performer, because he's 6'3" with that type of speed, his power is going for way too much right now. So Brandon Cooks, is based off of affordability, is a guy that is a no-brainer right now. So I like Brandon Cooks a lot, but if you guys already have a loaded receiving core, another guy that you won't go wrong with is going to be Jermichael Finley, tight end, 89 overall from the Team Diamonds promo. He has been cooking up my defense since he came out, man. I did not realize how important 90 medium route running was, but he gets it on him naturally. So if you guys don't run play fake, you can still run your go deep, not have to worry about missing out on getting this guy's route running up higher to at least 90, because he gets a stock on his 90 overall card. While he's not the fastest tight end, I've seen him beat Deion Sanders. I'm gonna repeat that. I have seen him beat Deion Sanders on corner routes, on crossing routes, and we all know Deion Sanders has a plus 11 speed advantage on him, and with that medium route running being stock at 90, he is fantastic. So I like Finley a lot as well, but if you guys already got like your tight ends figured out, you got that Jared Cook who came out recently, or a lot of you guys may use your power pass on Darren Waller who get that medium route running as well, you may not need this Finley. Your receivers may need some help, but it just depends what you guys need right now. So I like Brandon Cooks if you guys don't got a crazy receiving core. If you guys do got a crazy receiving core and don't got a tight end, I think Finley makes the most sense. But as far as I'm going to rate these players, it goes Mostert, Denzel Ward, and then Brandon Cooks, then Finley. and then everybody else is like right there in that bracket. But once their power prices come down, then they'll go up, obviously. Because I like DK Metcalf over Brandon Cook. I like DK Metcalf over actually Mostert as well because of, again, the height is fantastic, and the route tech you can get for 3 AP is not that much. It's not that much. So that's my list, man. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Post it down in the comment section below what you guys think of my list, as well as let me know who you guys put your 3 power passes on. It's been your boy Tex, and I'll see you guys later on when we go back and revisit the tier 3 power passes. Peace.
They say money can't buy you happiness, but I swear to God, it's a good down payment. Trying to stuff so many binges in my pocket, you would swear that I was out here trying to drown Franklin. I was bred in the slums, got fed up with crumbs, now you don't play a pound cake. Told me money was a root of all evil, but I swear to God, I ain't never found safe.